Hello, IBB Nation. Well, kind of. I'm not IBB James.
And I'm not IBB Gary.
But this is the latest and greatest edition of the hashtag IBB Fortunate. And I am honored and very fortunate to be on Team IBB with some great people. And I'm actually joined today by Ado Saru, who is in many ways behind the scenes, at least has been instrumental in at least two of the Team IBB athletes. And that is myself and Michael Manazzi. Team USA's Michael Manazzi as well.
Gotta get Team USA, man.
You know, very proud of his accomplishments, and I know he's stoked right now that we're doing this video, and you know, he's one of the best friends you can have. Same with Ado, and so I'm glad that he is joining me today. For any of you who are just like, what's this IBB stuff? Like what's going on? Maybe this is one of your first videos you've seen of mine, or you have absolutely no idea. You gotta check out IBB James and IBB Gary, the real IBB James, the real IBB Gary. At the end of this video, I will have a link to their YouTube channel so you can subscribe and check out. They do these IBB Fortunate and IBB Top 3 videos where, you know, you're going to get a taste of the IBB Fortune here, because we are actually in the belly of the IBB beast right now.
Yes, we are.
You know, this is where the original IBB Fortunate episodes was broadcasted. And so it's super exciting to be here, a part of that. And like I said, Team IBB, they're just, James and Gary, they've got this enthusiasm about themselves where if you're watching their videos, you're gonna feel it.
You get stoked.
So, and what they do is, for the IBB Fortunate, like you're gonna get that taste right now. It's the hashtag IBB Fortunate. So whatever's in this cookie, James and Gary would take the fortune and relate it to what's going on their lives, past failures, a story that relates to the fortune. And that's something Ado and I are going to do right now.
We are.
And anyone who knows anything about Team IBB and their YouTube channel knows one thing. There's a rule when it comes to the IBB Fortunate. Ado, what's that rule?
You have to eat it before you read it.
All right. Want to show the people what the fortune says?
Sorry, it came out a little blurry, but
That's all right.
courtesy is the password to safety.
Courtesy is what?
The password to safety.
Courtesy is the password to safety. This just being in this hot seat and reading the fortune, like, it makes me have so much more respect for IBB Gary and IBB James, because they're coming up with this stuff off the fly in their head. You can't prepare because it's in a fortune cookie. What are you going to do? Like, reseal the cookies? And then you can't eat it because there's glue on it. You know, you can't do that.
Yeah, that
so,
must be awful. Tastes kind of
I don't
funny.
know, like, have you, does this make you think of anything in your own life?
It does, actually, because it's something. There's a lot of times where a lot of people think that courtesy is something that is lost in society today. It isn't. People tend to not want to do it because society doesn't deem it fit. So what you need to start doing is you need to start being more courteous. And yeah, not being courteous is safe, but what in this world is safe anymore? You can walk out your door and something can happen. Society isn't safe. So what you need to do is you need to break out of your safety net and just do it.
You know, and I think you brought up a key point there. And looking at this fortune, I see two key concepts: courtesy and safety. And you have to define safety to understand the whole thing. And you know, you brought up a good point about, you know, I think safety, I think it a bad thing, honestly, because I think about staying in your comfort zone and not expanding your limits. And that is doing yourself a disservice, and that's doing the world a disservice, because there's something that only you can offer the world that when you're not doing that, you're robbing everyone. And so, but upon second and third analysis, I see it as safety, as courtesy is the password. Safety is courtesy is going to help you build relationships around you by being courteous to other people, and that's where safety comes in. Is safety comes in from those who you choose to surround yourself with. So I think a perfect example. I didn't preface this at the beginning of the video, but I call myself, or James actually, and we call me the cerebral palsy vigilante. I'm fighting the injustices that stereotypes of CP cause. And so I wanted to relate this to something with CP, and I think the perfect example would be back in October, representing Team IBB over here. I did a half marathon, and this is for someone who, when I first started seriously training, I was done after a 4 1/3 mile. Like, I was done for the day. I took a hot shower when I got back, and I was just exhausted. So for me to go from 4.3 miles to 13.1 was something that took a lot of hard work. And what helped make it a safe journey, I guess, would be surrounding myself with people who were encouraging, who gave me advice, and it all started with me being courteous to them. And that's where, that's my deal on it. That's my take on this. Any final
No,
comments?
I think you hit it right on the money, because courtesy isn't something that's lost. And that's really how you have to look at it. Yeah, people don't really notice it because it's lost to them, or they don't have
I would
the
actually
people around them.
I would actually argue that IBB debate, that people do notice that courtesy. The small actions, not everyone,
Yeah.
but the right people will. Like, we went to college together.
Yes.
Same
We've
with
known each other for...
Same with Team America. Team America. Team America.
Team America.
Team America.
That's
Team
right,
USA, and we went to college, and one of the things I think kind of cemented good friendships is the courtesy we showed each other. I would if you're going down the dining hall and grabbing a bite to eat,
we'd say, "Hey, you want to come?"
Well, yeah, but I was even thinking, like, you come down by yourself just because you're hungry, and you're like, you're finishing up, but you're, instead of going to go do whatever, you're like, I'm gonna sit here and talk to Zach because that's a courteous action, and that's one of the things I noticed about you that help, I feel, cement our friendship. Anyways, this could go on forever. I'm just saying that I would argue that the right people will notice when you're being courteous, and that that will help cement bonds and will help you lead to good safety, which is this not safety that it's going to be the safety that helps you expand your comfort zone and be the best you can be. Now, after I'm done with that IBB debate,
I think
projection,
I think that's really it. You kind of knocked it on the money, man.
Awesome. I'm a persuasive person. I got Adam.
Yeah, he is. Sometimes he is.
Sometimes. I could go off of that, but I feel like we should probably bring this video to a close.
Yes, we should.
So, be courteous. Go for approach safety, but in a way that is going to expand your comfort zone. And most importantly, as the real IBB Gary and the real IBB James would say, stay burn proof. Arrow.
Stay burn proof.
All right.